All right, what's good? All right. Can you remove hospital bill? All right. If the hospital bill went to collections, yes, you're able to delete it. All right. So I need y'all to do me a favor. I need y'all to tag all y'all Metro 2 persons. Tag y'all Metro 2 persons. Because I've been hearing some stuff talking about Metro 2 is the GOAT. So I need y'all tagging y'all Metro 2 people. I need all y'all Metro 2 people to come front and center. Let's talk about it. Cause I don't know, man. Y'all I've been quiet for a minute, just letting y'all slide by. But yeah, I'm here for the smoke. I'm here for all of it. So I'm here for it. So let me know what's going on with Metro 2, because I'll be hearing that, consumer law isn't going anywhere. Metro 2 is the new wave. Let's talk about it. Tag all y'all Metro 2 persons. Tag all y'all Metro 2 persons, because I want to know what's going on with Metro 2, right? So let's get y'all Metro 2 people on the line. Tag y'all favorite Metro 2 credit repair expert. Tag whoever y'all want from Metro 2. Let's get somebody on the line, because I want to hear about this Metro 2 thing, right? Because y'all be talking real spicy. So I want to know what's going on with this Metro 2 thing. So if y'all want this smoke, I'm just saying, I'm about this smoke. I'm about this smoke. So if y'all ready for this smoke, tag y'all Metro 2 person, and let's go find out what's going on. Cause tag y'all favorite Metro 2 person. I don't care who y'all Metro 2 person is. Tag whoever y'all Metro 2 person is, cause I want to know about this consumer law and Metro 2, and why Metro 2 is the better dispute method. I want to know, cause Metro 2 was created from consumer law. Consumer law created Metro 2. Consumer law created EOSCAR. So I want to know more about this Metro 2. Yeah, tag all of them. Shit, y'all can even tag 10 of them. Tag all of them. I'm here for all the smoke. Tag all y'all favorite Metro 2 personnel. I want to hear about it, because I'm seeing all this shit, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not gonna respond. I'm not gonna respond. And I'm like, all right, fuck it. I'm gonna respond. So let me get all y'all favorite Metro 2 credit repair expert. Let's break down what Metro 2 is and how Metro 2 dispute works. And we'll break down consumer law and how consumer law dispute works. So this is an opportunity for y'all to for y'all to share this with y'all people, so you can share the live with somebody. Anybody that's Metro 2. I don't care. Share the live, tag them. Let's get somebody on here that speaks Metro 2, so we can have a conversation, because I want to know what this Metro 2 is the big dog thing that's going around. I want to know about it. All right. So how do I get this car and phone off my credit while we wait? There's many ways you can do it. So if we're talking about getting an open account off of your credit, well, we're going to talk about 15 USC 6802. If we're talking about a closed account, it could be that the account is reported inaccurately. If the account is reported inaccurately, you by law have the right and the responsibility to challenge anything on your credit that is inaccurate, incomplete, or unverifiable. So there's many ways to do it. The consumer reporting agencies have 30 days to reinvestigate the matter, right? When they reinvestigate the matter, then a few things can happen. They can choose to respond to you. They can choose not to respond to you. And if they respond to you, what do you need to do? If they don't respond to you, what you need to do. So there's many different things that you need to do based on the situation itself. How do you remove hospital bill if it's in collections? That's easy. So when we talk about hospital bills, right? We talk about there's kind of four things right now as it pertains to consumer law, where Hospital bills that are paid medical bills are not supposed to be reported on your credit. That's number one. If the medical bill is paid, it's not supposed to be reported on your credit. Number two, invalid medical accounts. Those are not supposed to be reported on your consumer reports. If the medical if the collection is less than 1 year old, it should not be on your credit, right? So there's a few ways, and if it's $500 or less, it shouldn't be on your credit either. So I just gave y'all 4 ways how to delete medical collections from your consumer report. So let's keep it going. Anybody from Metro 2 showed up yet? 799352238 to get your challenge tickets. All right, did anyone from Metro 2 show up yet? Because I want to have a conversation. Tag somebody from Metro 2. Anybody from Metro 2 in the building? Anybody from Metro 2? Metro 2. Somebody. Come on, somebody. Because I'm gonna give you all this game. There's a lot of people that's talking about Metro 2, right? And they're only marketing Metro 2. So there's a lot of people that don't know anything at all about Metro 2, but they're talking about Metro 2. So I'm just saying, get y'all Metro 2 persons on the line. Tag them, tag Smitty, tag Dion, tag Mr. Precise, tag Assets, tag whoever, Darius, anybody who uses Metro 2, tag them. I'm here. I am here. Tag them. Tag everybody that y'all know that uses Metro 2. Let's have a conversation. Right? Let's get it. Let's I'm sure none of y'all want this smoke with me, man. I'm positive y'all don't want this smoke. Y'all don't want my type of smoke. That I can promise you. Y'all do not want my type of smoke. All right. Y'all do not want my type of smoke. All right, 15 USC 2, even though 15 USC 2, even if it went to collections. Give me some more context. I'm not sure what you mean. If we're talking about collections, anything collection related, we're talking about the FDCPA, which is the Fair Debt Collection Practices Act. All right? If we're talking anything about your credit report, now we're talking FCRA. So there's different, some of the reasons. All right, let me ask you guys a question. For those of you that's been using any form of Metro 2 software, let me ask you a question now. When you're using Metro 2 to dispute, right? What is the dispute reason? What's the reason that the software is going to send out the letter? Based on what? What is the reason why the software is sending out the letter? What inaccuracies? What issues with compliance? What is the reason for the dispute? So for those of you that's been using any form of Metro 2 software, what's the reason behind the dispute? When you click an option, let's say it's late payment, right? What about the late payment is inaccurate, incomplete, or unverifiable that the Metro 2 software is stated? What is the dispute letter? Have y'all seen the dispute letter? What is the dispute letter breaking down? What is the dispute letter breaking down? Come on. Yo, y'all not tagging none of y'all Metro 2 persons? Come on. I know some of y'all must know somebody from Metro 2. Somebody gotta know somebody. You tell me there's nobody on this live right now that knows no one that does Metro 2. Come on, seriously. Nobody. There's nobody that knows anybody that does Metro 2. I want to have a conversation. I do. I want one. Just a conversation. Just a simple conversation. I ain't gonna go too crazy. I just want a conversation. So the 5 day challenge is from Monday to Friday. Today's day two, and it starts at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time if you're a general admission ticket holder. If you are a brain picker ticket holder, today we start at 6. Normally it's 7, but it starts at 6 today because I'm going to give a strategy today to my brain pickers and my university students. How do we set up the 3 round dispute, then small claims court, and how we get paid? So I'm going over that today, right? So that's what I'm going to be going over today with my brain picker. So everybody that purchases my brain picker ticket, everybody that purchases my brain picker ticket, what I'll be doing is today, instead of 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, we're going to start at 6 because I'm going to be giving you guys a strategy on how you use the law, how you get paid. Basically, I'm going to break down the strategy of how do you get paid for having bad credit. So between 6 and 7 p.m. today, I'm going to be breaking down how do you get paid for having bad credit by using the right steps in your disputes. Let me see what's going on here. Nothing, it's not made for that. It's for identifying missing information or incorrect information that is supposed to be reported in compliance, but the problem is they go ignore as frivolous. All right, which one do you think works better? If we're talking about consumer law or Metro 2, consumer law any day of the week, I can show you several lawsuits where millions and billions of dollars were won because of consumer law. I haven't seen no Metro 2 lawsuit. I'm not saying they don't exist. I just haven't seen it. So if y'all can find me a Metro 2 lawsuit, let me know because the CFPB sued Wells Fargo for 3.7 billion because of consumer law violations. Like, show me some lawsuits where someone got sued because of Metro 2. I have not seen it. So just I'm just waiting for the. I'm just waiting. So I want to talk to somebody from Metro 2 because I want to know. I want to be educated because maybe I could be wrong, right? I could be wrong saying consumer law is the goat. I could be wrong, but how am I going to know if I can't have a Metro 2 conversation? So I want a conversation with somebody from Metro 2, right? So yeah, just give. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know. Just give me some. I just want to know. Like, can somebody just help me out? Now we can settle this like you got some plans, so we can get into some gangster. I'm just saying. Come on, tag y'all Metro 2 person. Come on, tag y'all Metro 2. Tag y'all Metro 2. Come on, who's representing from Metro 2? We got nobody from Metro 2 in the house? All right. I'll be bugging out sometimes. All right. So, all right. So, all right, cool. All right. Ask me some questions and let's ask some questions. Whenever we have a Metro 2 representative, I guess they'll just hop on the live or something. I don't know. Whenever we got somebody from Metro 2, yeah, we'll get them on the line. I mean, shit. Yo, y'all tag him 500. Y'all tag him 500. If you guys are on um Instagram, tag him 500. Y'all tag him 500 for me. At him 500. Tag him 500 cuz yo, I want to know, like I'm here for all of it. I'm here for it. Like I'm tired of people disrespecting consumer law. I'm just tired of it. I'm tired of it. Yo, y'all need to tag him 500. Tag him 500. Let him get his ass on this live. Tag him 500. Tag him. Everybody tag him 500. Let's get him on the live. Now we can settle this like you got some plans so we can get into some gangster. Metro 2. Metro 2, where you at? Him 500 in the building. Yo, I'm with all the smoke. I'm with all the smoke. Him 500. Let's get you on the live, bro. Can you jump on the live real quick? Because I'm hearing some stuff about Metro 2, and I'm here for all the smoke. So I don't know. I want to hear your opinion. Him, what you gotta say, bro? Like I want to hear what you got. What you think about people claiming this rise to fame where Metro 2 outperforms consumer law? I'm just saying I'm with all the smoke. So I don't know if him's about to jump on right now. I see him in the live, but I don't know if him's gonna jump on. Where's my mentor, him 500? What's up, brother? Let me see if you're gonna jump on the live real quick. What's up, him? Now we can settle this like you got some plans, so we can get into some gangster shit. Let's go, big bro. I'm hearing, bro. Like I'm hearing them talking about Metro 2 outperforms consumer law. I'm with all the smoke. I'm with all the smoke. I want to know what's up. I'm with it. I'm with it. Yo, what's going on, King? You on stage, talk your shit. I don't know, man. I'm hearing. I've been hearing these streets talking about Metro 2 outperforms consumer law. Metro 2 gets more deletions, and I want to know because ain't no way little baby Metro 2 can stand up candle to consumer law. So I'm just saying, what have you been hearing in the streets? Because I know you always got your ears down to the ground, knowing what's going on. Who you talking to? You know, we put an address on it. We ain't gonna do subliminal. Who you talking to? Anybody from Metro 2? Dion, the only person I know standing 10
hoes on Metro 2 live and die by it. So who you talking to, Dion?
So if we're talking about Dion, let's get Dion on the line. If we're talking about assets, let's get Asset on the line. If we're talking about Smitty, let's get Smitty on the line.
Okay, who you talking to? You got
So
address on it.
I want to know. I want to know this Metro 2 stuff. I want to know what it's about.
I heard Metro 2 getting busy.
I heard Metro 2 is getting busy too. That's what I heard.
I mean, so listen. What's the synopsis? What's the end goal here? What we saying?
See, I want to be educated as well as my people. We want to know how Metro 2 works because it seems to be this big secret that nobody knows about. If we're talking about a dispute, what's the dispute method behind what is going on? Have you ever seen a Metro 2 dispute letter? What's going on with Metro 2? People want to know. I want to know too.
So you don't touch it at all.
Say again.
You don't touch Metro 2 at all.
Oh, I know how it works. I know how Metro 2 works to a T. The reason why I think Metro 2 doesn't make any sense is you can't get a bag off of Metro 2. I can show you many case laws right now where consumers and the CFPB got millions.
When we talk about credit, let's not go into the just to collect money. It's more so to get remedies.
Absolutely.
To get remedies and get the deletion. So when you stand on it, it's really about credit because if you go into just making money, it's a million ways to make money. So I don't want it to be that. I want to look at the results.
The results. So let's get there. So that's what I'm saying. So a part of the remedy.
You post the results. What are the results at, man?
Oh, come on. My page is loaded. I got results for days, for months, for weeks, for years. I got results.
Everybody that's here, I'm telling y'all see I just typed this live up. We doing a month of millions, 30 days.
That I want to talk about too, because you know I gotta be there.
Yo, Metro 2, consumer law, all of these things is needed when it comes to it. It's things that people need beforehand. I mean, what we talking about? Because when it comes to credit repair, you got to understand that you need to be educated on every single aspect.
Education.
When it comes into credit, you should be educated on all three. On the CRA, FCRA, goddamn Metro 2, goddamn factual disputes. You should understand it because sometimes it's that you got to know how to kind of mix and match, and it's different little tweaks, and everyone has their strong cases, and everybody has their strong sides where they perform and outperform. But I think as people are going for a consumer, just strictly a consumer looking to improve themselves and fix their own credit, I think it's one thing that somebody needs to be educated on all of them, and then also get tapped into what CRM systems they can use to simplify it, to streamline the process, so it does not have to be hard.
All right.
It does not have to be super difficult. And so the end goal is not, it's not ego or bravado or which one is better. We service in the community. Just for everybody that's listening, I want y'all to be clear. We talk shit and banter because it's men. We're men. And we do that. And, I don't want y'all to get it confused, because some people will get it confused and pick a side, right? You don't pick a side on fixing your credit. There's no side.
There is no side. The only side is good credit.
That's it.
The only side is good credit. I'm more concerned on the educational side because you know me, I'm an educator, right? So there's a few things that we need Metro 2. There's a few things we need. There's a few things we need Metro 2 to bring forward to the table, right? Education. Now, when it comes to education, hands down, when it comes to credit education and getting any item deleted from a credit report, not tooting my own horn, but I've yet to meet the person that have my track record. That's number one. Number two, the educational side of it. So let's say now that a consumer got a late payment, right? How do we get this late payment deleted? Well, from what I've heard is you push a button and you watch the magic happen. Well, that doesn't teach me anything.
We don't go off of what we heard.
So my thing is this: if we're talking, no, we're not. That's why I'm calling somebody to the front right now. So when it comes to the education of a late payment, okay, what is a round one letter and who do you direct a round one letter dispute regarding a late payment to? Well, you direct it both to the creditor and to the consumer reporting agency, right? Because you need to identify the inaccuracies on there. Now, a lot of you'll hear in the streets, so say the late payment wasn't mine or it was never late. Well, that's not an accurate way to dispute. That's why y'all never got any results. if we're talking about a late payment, we need to talk about the specific law that speaks about late payment or treating a payment as late. And the only law that does that is 15 USC 1666B. It is the only law that can authorize a late payment on a consumer's consumer report.
So are you saying that because it's ways to challenge it, and those challenges, I understand what you're saying when you state the law, but that does not mean that those other methods don't work.
I didn't say they don't work. I'm just saying step up to the front.
Okay, I was gonna say, because we know the results come in from a lot of different ways.
Absolutely.
A lot of things to get results, to get that
Uh-huh.
the outcome, the desired outcome. It's a lot of different ways to get there.
Mm-hmm.
But what you said, like, because you're not wrong on what you said. The law is the law, and that is the only law. But it's still more than one way to skin a cat.
Absolutely, as long as the cat gets skinned. My thing is, I stand on education. So when I see,
hey, wait, I want to know, was it that? Because I seen a funny post about what I see a post about the bathroom stall. Was it the bathroom stall?
Yeah, the motherfucking bathroom stall. Yeah, yeah. Like,
yo, the bathroom stall got you feeling the way, man. What's going
I
on?
was like, you know what? I've been ignoring this shit whole month. Then you're gonna post a bathroom video. Oh hell no. Oh hell no.
I said it, man. I will go to man. I'll take a Credit Karma, man, and go to the stall, man. Y'all getting spicy out here, man. Y'all gotta relax.
No, we ain't going to the bathroom because
the bathroom. I know it was the porta potty, man. I know it was the urinal, man, that started this live, man. I'm getting tagged in here like, yo, what's going on? And I know it was that urinal post, man. Yo, but nah, man.
Right, Otada.
But shout out to the guys. I see they tagging Smitty Lower Smitty at. That video was funny as shit. The crazy thing is, as we all build in this community, it's always different ways to skin a cat, but then it's always gonna be us talking shit. It's always somebody talking. We're gonna be having fun, and certain ways is better. Certain things is quicker. Certain things take less work. Like, I be with it all, but I want y'all to tap in. Everybody that's tapped in, I do want y'all to get aware as we do the month of millions. Is that what we're gonna do? Is that you just said it? We're gonna actually go through, and I want to go through and break down the different methods and bring in so the consumers can understand it. It's a difference when
I think it's very important.
Business, but as a consumer, because somebody will get on here and say like, "Hey, this doesn't work," and I say, "Oh, Metro2 didn't work." Okay, for what was the thing that you were trying to dispute, right? What was it that you were attempting to dispute, and what was the kickback? So what was the things? Why didn't it get deleted? What was the process that you took? But then what processes do you know? You know what I'm saying?
I think that part is missing. There's a big gap right there, what you just spoken, and I think it's up to us as the leaders in the industry, Metro2.
I'm telling you right now,
yeah,
I'm solving it. Month of millions, throughout, we're gonna break it down. So as what I'll do is I'm gonna have different days where we're gonna break it down, and so that way people can understand it. And now what happens is that it's like this: if you go to war and you like, okay, I got an AK-47, and you get too close, you can't use the AK-47 anymore. Sometimes you need to know when you can use the handgun. Sometimes you got to know when you got to use your knife. Sometimes you got to use a fucking grenade. But you have to be equipped with the tools. And when it comes to education, when it comes to credit, when it comes to realistically dealing with your credit report, building your credit report, understanding it, you have to be equipped with all of the tools and be aware of it. And a lot of times we go and we say, I just want the result, but we don't want to do the education and learn the full process. And once you can learn the full process and different processes, you know what's best for which scenario when you're dealing with it, or if something does not work. Because a lot of the times is that you're dealing with things that's on your negative, on your credit report, things like that. And a lot of the times the things are true and it belongs to you. So you have to figure out like, okay, well, how can I remedy this to even if I pay you back, still, how can I get my credit in shape? Where is it? What laws can I use to challenge it to see if I can just get it removed? Even though I pay back my debt and my debt is paid off, I still need to. You get what I'm saying? These are things that's needed. So I want everybody that's here, that's tuning in, to understand that, like, yo, as we building out here, you can't do nothing without credit.
It's a fact. It's a fact.
So we need access to capital. We need to understand credit, but it's not that we need access to credit. We need good credit. It's the thing that actually earns good credit. The actual having the ability, right, to pay your bills on time, having that level of discipline, having an understanding of how to create a budget. You know, those are things that are super important. Money management. These are things that are important before having just saying, oh, you need good credit. Yes, good credit is good. But the byproduct of good credit is positive habits. And those habits and that discipline will allow you to build and develop into a much better person, into a much stronger person, into a better individual when it comes to your finances. That's the key. And I think when people say credit repairs, like, that's fine, learn it all, but don't forget that you only got bad credit because somewhere you made a misstep. Oh, yeah, man, they did this on my bill, whatever. You signed up for something that you couldn't afford, or you didn't pay, or you did not have the moral compass to say, I owe what I owe. And I owe this, and I ignored it for it to even get to collections. I had to ignore it. I had to be negligent. So I want you guys, everybody that's on here, to understand that. So as you guys tune in, like, and you tune in with a Daraine, when you tune in with a Smitty, when you tune in with a Dion, understand is that when we come out and when we helping you guys with these things, we're giving you solutions, but do not forget the byproduct of what is required to maintain it. This is why we take it to the next level, but this is why you see so many people winning. But it's the byproduct. The understanding. Daraine has excellent discipline. Like, when you talk about discipline as an individual, Daraine is top tier when it comes to execution, staying on point, and actually getting things done and staying on it. And you see how he executed when they told him he was the little man at the toilet. My man jumped on live immediately. I don't know how you got me on here. People send me a screenshot. I got a text message. And I'm in a good mood. I'm moving around, man. I'm going to get my baby in a second.
All right, bro.
Jumping on, man.
All right.
I see Dion and them jump on. I know they on. I know they seen the tags.
I don't know, man. We're here. We're talking consumer law.
But let's get it, bro. Talk your talk, bro, man, and have fun. But I don't know where Dion at. He ain't jump on, man.
I don't know. I don't know where the Metro2 crew is. But we're here for them. We're here waiting for them. Whenever they decide to show up. All right, later, bro. All right, so let's talk about disputes now, right? Disputes. When it comes to disputing, a lot of you do inaccurate disputes, and that leads to a lot of you not getting the results. Hold on, I see some people want to come on now. All right, let's see what's going on. We got some Metro2 people in the house. I saw some requests just now. Let's see what's going on. So one of the key things that you guys need to learn is, okay, how do you dispute correctly? That's the thing, you know. How do you dispute correctly? What should be in a round one dispute? That's a question that a lot of y'all can't answer. And the reason why you don't know is just you don't know the things that you don't know. See, when we're talking about a round one dispute, what do we look for on the consumer report? The first thing you want to look for is inaccuracies. You want to look about inaccuracies, whether it's about your name, your address, your phone number, different personal identifiable information. You want to look at that, right? And if you identify these negative items, what do you do next? You want to dispute negative, inaccurate information that is incomplete, and information that is outdated. You do not want to keep these accounts on your credit. Why? Because these personal identifiable information can be the difference to you getting approved for something and you getting denied. Because if I see 4 or 5 different names, I'm not going to do business with you. If I'm seeing 15 different addresses, I'm not doing businesses with you. If I'm seeing 10 phone number, I'm not going to extend no line of credit to you. Who are you? And why? First of all, why do you have so many names? Like, why? Why is there so many variations of your name? Why is there so many addresses? Why is there so many phone numbers? So in my mind, as the underwriter, as a lender, I'm thinking, hey, this person is using multiple aliases. This person is using multiple aliases to apply for credit. Guys, I'm telling y'all, comment the word challenge. If you're on Instagram right now, comment the word challenge. Comment the word challenge. Guys, my 5-day challenge, we're on day 2. Yesterday, we spoke about late payments, inquiries, personal information. Today, we're going to be covering collections, medical collections. We're going to be covering a cease and desist. What do you do when you send out a cease and desist? What does the statute of limitation mean? We're covering the no parking rule. Why did the collection agency put a alleged credit debt or a debt on your credit? How do you get rid of it? How do you delete collections without paying for it? Are they even licensed to collect in your state? So, ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to be breaking down today, how do you stop collections? How do you get rid of medical collections? There's over 42 million people that have some form of medical debt, right? How do you get rid of medical collections? I'm going to give you all 4 ways real quick. If a medical collection has been paid for, if you've paid a medical collection, it can get deleted from your credit. It should be deleted. It should not be on there. Medical collection that has invalid medical debt. Invalid medical debt should not be on your consumer report. So if there's a medical collection with invalid medical debt, it needs to be deleted. If the medical collection is $500 or lower, if it is $500 or lower, it needs to get deleted. It should not even be on your credit. So guys, those are 4 ways in which you can get medical collections deleted from your credit right now just by utilizing those statements. So when I'm telling you guys that when you're getting the education, you are being educated on why you do this. Why do I send out a cease and desist? Can anybody tell me first, why do you send out a cease and desist? And what do you expect to get in return after you send out a cease and desist? These are the things that are missing. This is the educational gap. So when I'm talking to y'all about consumer law, I'm letting y'all know consumer law kind of is the best dispute method. Not only are you educated on what you're doing, you also know why you're doing it and the responses you're supposed to get. So for those of you that are new, that are just joining, comment the word challenge. If you're on Instagram, comment the word challenge. Check your DMs because I sent you a message. Comment the word challenge. Today is day 2 of the 5-day challenge, guys. I'm going bananas. And I'm going to give you all a secret. Today, I'm doing a special 1-hour call for everybody that joins the challenge, and you get the brain picker ticket. For everybody that gets the brain picker ticket for the challenge, I am going to be doing a special 1-hour class from 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How do you get paid for bad credit? I'm going to go over the strategy of how you get paid for bad credit. So for those of you that are going to join the challenge, make sure that when you look at the tickets, you get the brain picker ticket, because that ticket gives you access to ask me question. It gives you access to ask anything you want. You get that laser coaching, and we'll be doing this for the next 4 days. I will blow your mind. I will blow your mind. I'm going to blow your mind. So prepare to learn. Make sure you got your notebook, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you got your notebook, because I'm going to be dropping that fire. Make sure you have your notebook. Make sure you got your notebook. What else do I have in store for you? Okay. Let's talk collections real quick. A cease and desist. Let's talk collections real quick. A cease and desist does not work in all cases when it comes to a collection account, right? Under what circumstances do you send a cease and desist? All right. If a debt collector is harassing you, constantly calling you, you can send them a cease and desist. Now, sending a cease and desist is part 1. It's important that you know when you send a cease and desist, what are the possible responses that a debt collector or debt buyer have when you send a cease and desist. A cease and desist doesn't mean that they're going to stop communicating with you. That's not what it means. It doesn't mean that they're going to stop all debt collection practices. Well, that comes under the validation process. So when we send out a cease and desist, you are basically restricting. Just say I refuse to pay instead of a cease and desist. No. So a refusal to pay is different. So there's a refusal to pay, a cease and desist. It's not either or. You don't have to pick either or. A refusal to pay is simply what it is. You are refusing to pay this debt. That's what that means. A cease and desist is what it means. Cease and desist all communication activities. That's so we have to know the difference between what we are asking for. It's important that we know the difference. So a refusal to pay. Okay, what happens when you send out a refusal to pay? What responses? There's only one of three responses that you can get. So when you activate a cease and desist, when you activate a refusal to pay, right? Because we know in writing a consumer can refuse to pay a debt. Also, a consumer can, in writing, send out a cease and desist to a debt collector or debt buyer. When you send these notices out, what are the possible responses left? What are the possible responses left for that debt collector or debt buyer to respond to the consumer? They must cease communication once you say, I refuse to pay. Not necessarily. Not necessarily. All right, so I'm going to break this down for you. Not necessarily. A refusal to pay is just a refusal to pay. That's all it is. A cease and desist is a cease and desist. Cease and desist must not be misconstrued for a refusal to pay. Those are two completely different words and statements that mean two completely different things. So we want to go to 15 USC 1692, right? So when we go over to 1692, what are we going to look for? We're going to go to the communication section, right? Because a cease and desist and a refusal to pay falls under the communication section. So it's important that we know what section does the cease and desist fall under? What section does the refusal to pay fall under? And why is it important? So when you go to 15 USC 1692 C, and then you scroll down to C under ceasing communication, right? If a consumer notifies a debt collector in writing that the consumer refuses to pay the debt, that's one. Or there's two parts to it. If the consumer refuses to pay the debt, or that the consumer wishes the debt collector to cease further communication with the consumer, the debt collector shall not communicate further with the consumer with respect to such debt, except, all right. So we're talking about two things here. One is a refusal to pay. The other one is ceasing communication, or a cease and desist, as most of you call it. Right? When you send out a refusal to pay, or when you send out a cease and desist, what options do you leave the debt buyer or the debt collector? What options do they have? They have one of three options, ladies and gentlemen. The first option, after you send out a refusal to pay or a cease and desist, the first option that they have is to advise the consumer that the debt collector's efforts are being terminated. That's response one. Or to notify the consumer that the debt collector or creditor may invoke specified remedies which are ordinarily invoked by such debt collector or creditor. What does that mean? They are saying, hey, we can sue you and we are going to use this specified remedy. That's number two. Number three, where applicable, to notify the consumer that the debt collector or creditor intends to invoke a specified remedy. What does that mean? Hey, we can sue you. We are going to sue you. So when you send out a refusal to pay or you send out a cease and desist, you will get one of three responses. When you send out a refusal to pay or a cease and desist, you should get one of three responses. Any other response to a cease and desist or a refusal to pay is a violation of the FDCPA. What if you get sued by a debt collector? That's even perfect. If you are being sued by a debt collector, let's talk about the terms and conditions of the contract regarding the alleged account that they are suing on, right? Because the laws and the agreement inside of the terms and condition stands true if it's a debt buyer, if it's a collection, or if it was assigned to someone. All right? The contract holds true. There is a term, there's a word. There's a word that is used inside 95% of all terms and agreement. Can somebody tell me what that word is? I missed the court date. I wasn't aware they were suing. So that probably means that proper due process wasn't done. That's what that means, right? Where are we at? Okay. So when we talk, okay, jig, you got it, arbitration. So in 95% of all contracts, ladies and gentlemen, 95% of all contracts have what is called an arbitration clause. And it says something like this. If there is any disputes or discrepancies regarding the above account, the matter should be settled via binding arbitration, right? And you agreed to it, the creditor agreed to it, but when they sold the account to the debt collector, the arbitration clause also stands, meaning that a debt collector should not be taking you to court. So if a debt collector takes you to court, that is a violation of the terms and agreement. So you now need to know which account is this debt collector taking me to court for? What account is this debt collector taking me to court for? And find out what is in the terms and agreement. Because if the arbitration clause is in the terms and agreement, when I show up to court, this is what I would say. Your Honor, I request that the matter be moved to binding arbitration as per the term and agreement inside the contract. And you're going to have the contract with you with the arbitration section highlighted, and you're going to show it to the judge. And you're going to let them know that whoever it is, Portfolio, Midland, LV&V, whoever, whichever debt collector is suing you, violated their terms and agreement because the matter should be settled via binding arbitration. And also, inside of the arbitration agreement, it is also said who will pay for the arbitration fees. And 9 times out of 10, it is the creditor. It is the creditor, ladies and gentlemen, that is supposed to pay the arbitration fee. So now I'm also going to do a demand for about $4,000 for arbitration filing proceedings. It's there in the contract. If it's in the contract, best believe I am using it. Right? So when we talk about disputes on this level, it's not throwing shade, but Metro2 has nothing on consumer law. It just does not. It doesn't. So this goes without saying. It just goes without saying. So when I hear y'all people talking about Metro 2, y'all need to get y'all facts straight before you come at consumer law, because any attack on consumer law is an attack on me. And I promise you, you do not want this smoke. You don't. You do not want this smoke. I don't care who you do not want the Metro 2 versus consumer law smoke. You just don't. You just don't. You just don't. You don't. All right? I'm just saying. To be real. Whew. All right. Enough, Daraine. You're getting a little bit too wild right now. Let me calm down. I'm just saying, I'm passionate about this stuff. I stand 10 toes on consumer law. I'm just saying, when I hear this shit, I be offended. I take it offensively. I do. I do. I take it offensively. Any attack on consumer law is an attack on Daraine Delevante. And I promise you, you do not want this smoke. You don't. Because if you're going to talk shit about consumer law, I need you on the live. Let's go. I need you on the live. I need you on the live. If you're finna talk some shit about consumer law, I need you on the live. I take this shit so seriously. I do. When it comes to educating consumers, though, I'm on a whole different level. I am. And the point that I'm getting to you is this: education beats a microwave result any day of the week. Education beats a microwave solution any day of the week. Because some of y'all, yeah, I'm not going to tell y'all that Metro 2 don't work. Metro 2 works. Do not misconstrue what I'm saying. Metro 2 works. But do you know why they deleted the collection? Do you know why the late payment was deleted? Do you know? All right, I see a few people want to come on the live. Let me see who's going to join me on this live. And guys, if you're new, comment the word challenge. Comment the word challenge. Comment the word challenge. The challenge is going on this week. We are in day 2. We are on day 2 of the challenge. It is not too late to get your tickets. Comment the word challenge. Get your tickets. Tonight, I'll be covering all things debt collection, all things medical collection. Let's get you on the challenge, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be a phenomenal experience. All right. So tonight is debt collection. Let me make sure that tonight is debt collection. I'm almost positive tonight is debt collection. All right, just hold up real quick. I'm gonna give y'all the day-by-day breakdown. All right. I'm gonna give y'all the day-by-day breakdown. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna go find this day-by-day breakdown and I'm gonna show it to y'all. Nish. All right. All right. So for the day-by-day breakdown, ladies and gentlemen, day 2, deleting collections, deleting medical collections, the no parking rule, cease and desist, notice for validation of debt, the model form B1. These are the topics today. Today is debt collection. So for those of you that have collection issues, you do not want to miss today's challenge. You don't, because today I am covering everything that collection. And if you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, if you're on Facebook, I just dropped the link. So if you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, I just dropped the link, guys. You can sign up for the 5-day challenge. If you're on Instagram, all you need to do is comment the word challenge. Comment the word challenge, and you can be a part of the 5-day challenge. Today is debt collection day. I see my guy Credit Yoda in the building. Yo, Credit Yoda, jump on the live real quick, bro. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. I want to ask you a question. Let me have my guy Credit Yoda jump on the live real quick. And what I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, so it goes back to what I'm saying. Listen, Metro2 works. I'm telling you, it works. You heard it from me. I approve Metro2. All right? It works. However, Metro2 does not give you the education that consumer law does as to why credit repair works and why you get the deletions. All right? So, what does that mean? It simply means that you can either go to McDonald's, right? Go to McDonald's, get your Happy Meal, go on about your business, or you can stop in at Five Guys and see how the food is prepared. There's a difference. There's a big difference. So there's two types of people in this world. There's two types of people. There's one set of people who just don't want to learn anything, right? They don't want to learn anything. They just want a quick fix to everything. You have those people. My program is not for those people. It's not.
What's going on, bud?
What's going on, my guy? What you up to?
Man, we in the office. I'm about to get some lunch though, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
You're right though, man. I like what you're saying because I don't know, man. People with this consumer law stuff, it's like if you not studying this, like, and I'm serious because bro be hitting this all the time. I know we like people that speak consumer law. They speak on it because it works. So if you don't read it, you can't just go off what Daraine say on live and then come off of live and then say in a dispute letter, oh, he said, nah, bro, you gotta read. You gotta read this. You should be reading this 30 minutes a day, and it's not even about being a specialist or nothing. Y'all want these results that we talk about. Y'all want to learn how to sue. Suing is the last of the last thing you're supposed to be doing. You got to go through administrative process first. So it's like I be hearing him a lot say this over and over, and then y'all come to everybody in the credit space know each other. So it's like y'all go to one person that don't. Oh, he not lying because it don't work the first time. Sometimes y'all gotta understand we not in control of a dispute letter. Once that go out, wherever, however long it take, but he's giving you steps after that letter go out what to do. He's telling you, okay, you got to word it. It's not even about, okay, for late payment, everybody say 15 USC 1666B, but do you know how to phrase that in your own terms without looking at a book? That's what we saying. Because, first of all, it's only recordable if you're not receiving this billing statement. Y'all be trying to use these laws, and it's like, bro, you receive a billing statement, though, right? Right. So you can't say they're not sent. They telling you, hey, this one is supposed to be. By turning it off, paperless billing is illegal because you're supposed to receive it. It didn't say check an app on the law. It says you're supposed to receive a statement 21 days prior to the alleged debt being due. So that's what I mean. I ain't looking at no book. I can speak it without looking at a book. Do you know what this stuff means? Because this is what happens. Once you get to a courtroom, do you know what you're talking about? Because once the judge know you don't know what you're done. So I just want everybody to understand, like, I love what bro doing. You know what I mean? We've been locked in for a while. He not lying to y'all about nothing he say. People it's a lot of hate that go on in this credit space. And I try very much to stay out of this shit. So I'm going to just say, like, bro know what he's talking about. He giving you the game. He give you the game for free every day. I see him go live every day. He tell you what to do. If you don't apply the information, it's not going to work. If you don't read, this stuff is not going to work. And if you don't understand registered mail, certified mail, it's not going to work. Everybody, if you're not even on a registered mail level yet, you should be knowing what certified mail is. Everybody got a post office. You could take those slips. They free. Everything he's saying. And honestly, if my credit bad, I would be up on, if he on live, and I tell y'all this when I go live, why y'all credit profiles is not sitting up on the screen when he telling you what to do? Honestly, you want free credit repair, right? This what you do. When bro go on live, I'm pulling up my identity IQ, my FICO scores. Okay, he said personal information is supposed to be this way. So why you not making sure your personal information? This shit is free, to be honest. It's easy. Y'all make this hard because a lot of people don't listen. Then it's like y'all come to a specialist and y'all don't want to do y'all part. So if the specialist told you, here's the numbers, here's the script. I need you to call at 9 in the rising, and I need you to get on the phone and call all three. And don't get off that phone until you get off. I'm going to say something. When I first started this, and I did it for myself, you know, it took me 10, 20 times. I would get so mad where, okay, I'll call the next day because I'm going to cuss these people out. Cussing people out on the phone ain't going to get you your way, right? Giving up. If he sent you a letter and then on Tuesday he said, I'm going to call you at 9. I need you to read this script to them and I want you to call all three numbers. And you call one time and he called you back to follow up. Hey, what happened, brother? Oh, bro, I called at 9 like you said, but they was pissing me off, so I never called. That's why a lot of us not getting results, because you never follow up. You gotta be, you know how you persistent with women, you chase the shorty, you gotta chase this shit off your credit. And then if they not listening, they not abiding after you sent the letter, after you called, after you, if it's a debt collector, you recorded the conversation, you got names, you got, like, this shit a process. And I need people to understand, even as a specialist, sometimes I get kickback. Sometimes that letter don't always work that got sent out. Sometimes I called over the phone and I got their names, but this is why I say when you get on that phone, it should be names, it should be times, it should be dates. What department you talking to? What's the company name? That's 5 sources. Because if you got to make a letter, this go in a letter. When you got to sue, okay, I talked to such and such on this date, this time. They said this would be done. They didn't hold their word. So now I got something to hold up in court. Y'all just, well, they've been doing it long. It's not about doing this shit long. It's about reading and listening. Y'all go to school, y'all pay thousands of dollars to learn shit that don't apply to real life. Somebody getting on the internet that's dealing with banks, that's dealing with funding, that's understanding consumer law, that's around the lawyers, that study the books, even show you the books to book. So what more do you want somebody to do? So when people sitting on here saying services should be free or this should be this, how should it be free? He didn't create this business, no disrespect, but after a certain amount of money you make, you start understanding, all right, this is bigger than me. But at the end of the day, when I first started, I had to pay runway to learn certain things. I had to pay M500 to learn certain things. I had to, you know, unless you got a good rapport with somebody, you can trade services for services. But y'all got to understand the same things we telling y'all to do, we got to do for ourselves.
Absolutely.
I don't have a free hotline that I'm calling Experian, and they just, hey, Nathan, how you doing, brother? Okay, you want that off? It's going to come off. It don't work like that. We got to go through the same thing. So I just want everybody to understand that this is a frustrating process sometimes.
It is.
But
it gets frustrating sometimes.
You know what I'm saying? And you got to work. Like, the specialist is not the only one that should be working. If I told you to call please.
Yep.
When you receive letters back in the mail, please save all things that you're getting, coordinates that you're getting back. Do not throw away debt collection letters. The debt collector call you, answer the phone and record the conversation.
Correct.
Did they ask you for permission to record? No. That's where the violation comes in. And then it's another thing. Don't just say a law that you heard on the internet, but you don't know what the violation is. How they violate.
All right, let's explore this part a little bit. Hold on. So you touch a very important part, and I think this part is worth exploring. There's a lot of things being said on the internet, and one of the things is if I talk something on the internet, best believe I'm going to either give you the case law or the code to match what I'm saying, so you can go do your reading yourself. I've seen so many people trying to use a cease and desist for everything debt collection. It doesn't work like that. There are different processes to debt collection, right? Like for an example, November 30th, 2021. A lot of people didn't know, and some that still don't know, that the FDCPA was updated to a new law, right? And a part of this new law, there's a part on it called the no parking rule, where a debt collector cannot cannot just park an illegal debt on your consumer report. Before that happens, they must reach out to you. And if they don't respond, if they did not reach out to you and they can't prove that they reached out to you, you can sue them under the no parking rule. A lot of people don't know that. So when I'm talking to people about collections, the first thing I want to ask is, okay, when did this collection got posted on your credit? Was it before or after? Because if it was before November 30th, 2021, it takes a completely different way of handling it than if it's after November 30, 2021. It's two completely different processes. So not all processes work the same way. And the reason why a lot of you, beloved, are stuck like Chuck in the pickup truck is because you lack the information, and you take one part of something over here, one part of something over there, but you never stayed throughout the whole life, or you didn't come to the 5-day challenge. Like, for example, right now, I got a 5-day challenge going on. And today is debt collection day. I'm breaking everything down from regular debt collection, a cease and desist. What is a model form B1? Half of the people on here never even heard what a model form B1 is or what the model form B1 is for. When we send out a cease and desist, what is supposed to happen? When you send out a refusal to pay, what is supposed to happen? How can they respond to you? What are the one of three responses that they are allowed to respond to? And if they did not respond to those three items or any of those three responses, then it now becomes a violation. Because if I send out a refusal to pay or a cease and desist, and a debt collector send me back a statement, that's a whole violation. Now I can sue because nothing in the response for 15 USC 1692 CC or 12 CFR 1006.6C, nothing in that response, right? Nothing in that response where the cease and desist is concerned, nothing in there states that you should reply to me with a statement. It says, one, advise the consumer that the efforts of the debt collector is being terminated. That's the first response. The second response is you can let the consumer know that the debt collector or the creditor is going to take an ordinary action, or they're going to invoke an ordinary action. That simply means they're saying, hey, get yourself together, we're going to sue you. And the third response is the debt collector or the creditor is going to invoke that specified remedy. That simply means now, hey, we are going to sue you. Prepare to go to court, right? Only one of three responses. Anything else outside of those responses after you send out a cease and desist is a violation of the FDCPA, and you can go to small claims court and get paid between $1,000 or whatever your damages were. A lot of people don't know this. So for everybody that's new on here, I'm telling y'all, comment the word challenge. I'm going to send you a link. Y'all need to be on the 5-day challenge, because the way I break things, and everybody teaches differently, but you cannot unlearn. There's no way you can unlearn what I teach you. It's impossible. So if you're new and you just got on here, comment the word challenge. If you have not received the link to join my 5-day challenge, comment the word challenge, guys. I'm going to send you a link inside of your DMs. Go and check it out. Like,
Daraine,
go ahead, Ralph.
Tell them that, they can't treat the credit world like the dating world. You flopping from one credit person to the next credit person, because everybody do things differently. So, for example, if Credit Yoda tell me, okay, bro, this is how I do my letters and this is how I do my thing, and I take a piece of what he said, and then I go to you, Daraine, and I say, okay, you tell me, okay, this is what you do, this is how you get your remedies, and I combine the two, and then I don't get my results, right? Now I'm looking at you crazy, and I'm online bashing you, and I'm online bashing Credit Yoda because it's not working. The whole time I kind of created a whole little like potion on my own, and it's just not working. Like, people got to stop jumping from person to person.
Yeah, I'm glad you spoke on that, bro.
Yeah,
it's. I'm gonna be honest, like, and I've been saying this since the jump. Like, when I came in the space, it wasn't this. Like the credit space has changed from 2019 to now. Like if you ain't been in this joint long enough to see that, something wrong. Like this shit ain't the same. Like when I first got in, this shit was easy. You would send a letter, shit coming off. You could call, shit coming off. This shit was easy. It's not like that no more. And people got to understand, it's mad people doing credit repair now. It's mad letters going to the reporting agencies now. They can't keep up with the volume. That's one. Two.
All right, Yoda, hold on that point. Let me give some real numbers so people can comprehend this. Because you're saying it, but I don't think people comprehend the number. So let's break down the number. America has 333 million people, right? About 200 million of those 333 million people have a credit profile. They have a consumer report, right? So now you're talking about each consumer reporting agencies where any given day they are getting over 20 million dispute letters on any given day, right? They're getting, do you really think that they are going through 20 plus million for over 200 million accounts? Do you really think they're going through all the disputes? They're not. This is the fact of the situation. They are not.
And then not only that, like people think,
Hold on. I got scammed by Credit Hero. Okay. Come on the live, bro. Officially Garcia. I got scammed by the Credit Hero. I want to know how you got scammed.
by the credit who?
The Credit Hero. I guess he's talking to me, so I want to know how I scammed him. I want to know. So, officially Garcia. Let me hear what's going on, bro. Because now I'm curious. Where
Credit hero? Who the credit hero though?
it was my handle once upon a time, so I want to know who, if he's talking about me.
Well, all right, this is another thing too. Before bro get on, I'm gonna say this too. One thing I will say that the word scam, you gotta watch how we use that word because
Absolutely.
if you let's say because I'm gonna say this though, when you and I need people to understand a mentor from courses in my life or an ebook in my life where I probably knew a lot of the information that was presented in that ebook. Like when I buy stuff sometimes, it's like, damn, I know this shit already. But is it a scam? No. When they make a course or an ebook, a course or an ebook is off of experiences, off of what somebody did, the failures, the successes, what worked, what didn't work. So they putting this information in the book. Is it always going to work for everybody? No, because everybody, the way they implement information is different. Some people apply that. Like Nehemiah said this. 90% of the ebooks and the courses people buying, they not even finishing this.
No, it's real facts. They're not reading it. They're not.
You don't even finish reading or finish exceeding what it's telling you to do. So as far as having success with things, when you're looking for a mentor is going to hold you by the hand. They're going to show you. They're going to help you get to the finish line. A course ain't a mentor. A course is some information you buying. It would be like a book I go to Barnes and Nobles and buy. I buy this book. I can't be mad at the author if the author gave me some information. And let's say maybe I'm not implementing it right or maybe something just not working.
Mm.
At the end of the day, you bought the product after there's a refund time or whatever, or some people don't have refunds, whatever the situation is. All I'm gonna say is, if you can buy something and you can say that you gave 100% of your effort and it did not work, then I can understand that. But some people, they don't read the laws. Some people don't know how to do a dispute letter, or some people just going off of, well, I heard on the internet do a FTC, CFPP, and a BTB, and I heard
even FTC. I'm gonna talk about that in a minute, because people be abusing the FTC, and now when they ask getting hemmed up and going to jail, they're wondering why they're going to go to jail. There's a correct way to use the FTC. But bro, I'm curious as to the statement you made. So please, give me some information on that.
So last year, right, my credit is not that bad. Like, my credit profile is not that bad, right? So me, I have a lot of investments, and I was like getting off my business off. So I was like, you know what? Let me find somebody that can help me with my credit. You know what I mean? But the biggest mistake that I made was actually having just somebody just trying to fix my credit and not teach me about to fix my credit. So those are two different things, which I agree with what you said in terms of like learning how to do something. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you can teach something or you can like just do something for somebody, but what happened 6-7 months later?
Correct.
You know what I mean?
You either give a man a fish or you teach a man how to fish.
Exactly. So my problem was that for this person, I was paying him for a whole year and like 3 months, and not even the names that it was in my account, that it was like, you know, little things that it can be removed. None of that got removed. And then I check like every single month, he would send letters. When I went to the letters that he
So
was
who
sending,
is Credit Hero? Who are you referring to? Because that was my handle about 2 years ago.
do you know Najee? He
Who?
he blew up on social media.
No. I know who he's. He from Philly.
Yeah.
All right, so listen. Basically, that's what I'm gonna say.
Who's that? Hold on. Who that? I don't know. I don't know who that is.
So basically, he's from Philadelphia. Najee is he's a big credit specialist in Philly. He's very known. He posts daily. He's known in the space. I don't really. If we gonna do this, I would like to bring him in here so they both can be on here, because I don't want to have it to where. But this is how stuff starts.
I'm just,
you know what I mean?
I'm just speaking on my experience. You know what I mean? I'm just speaking on my experience. I'm not.
No, I know who you talk about, because I'm from Philly. I know who you talk about.
No. Because the thing with me was that when I tried to reach out to him, he just cut communication with me. You know what I mean?
When you say you were trying to get in touch with him, like, did you call? Did you email? Did you text?
Dude, I did everything. Nothing got, and I just left it alone. I was like, you know what? It's okay. And then I seen that he was going through some things. He got on social media. I was like, when he got back on social media, I write in one of his comments. I was like, okay, so I seen that you didn't send a few letters in this few months that I paid you for. He never answered me or anything. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just leave it at that. It was my fault. I made the investment. Nothing I done. To me, it's not even about.
All right, so
it was like I just wanted it.
So let me break something down. I don't know the person that you're speaking about, right? But let's talk about different things. And when I say different things, I mean different people. Remember, whoever is working on your credit is human too, right? They got a lot of stuff going. Like I said, I don't know the person. I'm not making no excuses for nobody, but people got things going on in their life. I think it's worth a conversation, as Yoda is saying. I think it's worth a conversation because obviously there's some business that didn't go well, and as a business owner, I wouldn't want you being a client of mine and you have this issue, because I would want to know about it, and I would like to assume that he would like to know. So I think it's a situation where you should reach out or send a DM or an email at least one more time.
To be honest, I don't want to.
Okay.
I let it be. You know what I mean? I'm a business owner myself, Harvard. You know what I mean? And I work with like high end clientele. So I know how the business goes. I just choose to go back to it, and I'd rather just learn the information instead of just somebody just fixing my credit.
Gotcha.
I just rather just learn the information. You know what I mean? The reason I say what I say on that statement, you know what I mean? It probably can come harsh to a lot of people, but that's how I felt. You know what I mean? Because if I'm communicating with you, like let's say for instance, I messed up your haircut. Just like I'm like a perfectionist when I come to my work. Anything goes wrong or you don't feel comfortable, dude, I go beyond to make sure that you are pleased.
Yeah.
That's my customer service. You know what I mean? I put my name on that.
Garcia.
So I work on that. You know what I mean? So to me, it is what it is, bro. It's just
Garcia.
money at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So
Is his name Garcia, Daraine?
yeah.
I want to share something with you. Like you said, you want to make sure that this is where we go wrong. That a lot of people in this space don't know what real business is.
Right.
So what they do is like Crediota said, they mishandle that word scam. Just because your experience went bad, because business can't go bad. If y'all look at the news right now, look at Donald Trump. Like he's been doing bad business his whole life. You know, his whole career. Like it's gonna happen, whether we want it to happen or not. That's something that we have to accept. Is that business can go bad, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I go on social media. Everybody, people get too comfortable going on social media
wanna blast this scam word when really it's just bad business. Because guess what? As a business owner, you outsource information and you outsource business for clients as well. So if that business goes bad with that person, now I'm scamming you.
No, but I
didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Say no,
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that you're saying that. What I'm saying is that we have to be careful, on what we say, because sometimes
with that. You know what I mean?
Because sometimes people are noble. We do got people out here that intentionally, take people money and don't do any services or anything like that. But you have to understand this, like, man, in business alone, somebody gets the short end of the stick. I don't care if you go in the gas station and buy a bottle of water, you pay $1. The gas station getting it for 20 cents. You paying $1 for it. So if you get scammed, it's somebody's getting the short end of the stick.
Ralph, I don't think that's the direction that he's going. His point is this: he paid somebody to do something for him, and that business deal didn't work through. But what he found out through that situation that worked for him was him learning it himself. So he took the wrong approach by having somebody do it. But if that didn't happen, he wouldn't have found out that, I'm the best person to do it. And now I'm going to hone this skill and use this skill to not only make more money, but help more people like me. I think that's where he's going with it.
That's basically where I'm going. I'm going to remove that statement that I said, you know what I mean? Because it might throw off a lot of people. But what I can say to whoever is in this life, whoever's going to fix your credit is going to be yourself. You are the one that put yourself in those positions, so you have to learn how to navigate and get out of those things. You have to learn. This is my father once told me this. I'm from the Dominican Republic. My father once told me this, and it stayed with me for the rest of life. This is a country of law. If you don't know how to move within the law, you're gonna be stuck for the rest of your life. So what I'm doing now is basically trying to learn as much as I can with the little space that I have to trying to just keep moving. You know what I mean?
Well, tell you what, Garcia, you're in the right place. And so there's two types of people.
Right.
There's one person who wants someone else to do it for them. And then you have the other person that wants to learn how to do it. What I specialize in and what I teach is number two. I teach people that wants to learn how to fish. I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with people that want a fish. You give a man a fish, that's okay. But I specialize in education because 6 months from now, bro, you shouldn't be coming back to me talking about, I got the same issue. No, you should be coming to me back 6 months from now and say, Daraine, I'm on my 20th or my 40th client. The information that you taught me changed my life. I'm able to get a bigger bag. And now I was able to move my family out of this neighborhood because I'm now a business owner. Like, that's what I like. So this isn't any shot to anybody that's repairing people's credit. We need people. There's 333 million people, bro. There's absolutely no way this market is saturated, and there's absolutely no way that there is more credit repair specialists or educational specialists or coaches than the amount of people. It's not going to happen. There will always be the person that wants somebody else to do it, and there will always be the person who wants to learn how to do it. It's just finding the right mentor, finding the right person that's going to get you from where you are to where you want to be.
Also, real quick, this is what I want to tell people too. When y'all go to people to get credit repaired, let me say this. When I go to somebody that got expertise in the lane I want to get into, first thing I look at is their page. Some of these people y'all be going to, where the results at? Where the testimonies? Where the people they done helped at? Where the results at on the page? I don't see none of that. Second of all, if you telling me to do FTC, CFPB, BBB, I'm not coming to you because that's basic shit. That was shit I did when I first got in the game. If you really know how to do credit repair, that's not what you do first. So a lot of y'all going to end up getting locked the hell up because you listen to somebody telling you do some illegal ass shit, and that's not how they're supposed to go, especially if you running a credit business. So when you do credit repair, you're supposed to be clear and conspicuous, just like they're supposed to be at a dealership, right? You're supposed to tell them everything and anything that's supposed to be done within the business frame and a time frame. And there's supposed to be a contract signed. There has to be a refund policy. And it's a lot of big name people in this game, they ain't got no refund policy. So they scamming right there. But a lot of us know who's scamming, and we ain't saying nothing. Or a lot of us know you done had some bad business done, and then you keep promoting this person. So it's like, who's supposed to know who's bad? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, all I'm gonna say is this: when I go to people, before I do anything, before I give any money, first of all, you got to think you giving your social away, your name, your email, your address,
go check them out.
Shit away.
Go
so
check them out.
Take this shit serious. This shit ain't no game. You know what I'm saying? And then when stuff happen, like if 10 people say this about a person, 20 people say this about a person, 40 people say this about a person. Hello, let's wake up. It's not y'all. Some of the people on this internet, you going off of somebody following, and if they got a blue check, that shit don't mean nothing. Anybody could buy your check now, right? That's one. Two, it ain't nothing to go get a fake ass chain, an expensive ass car you rented or something and say you doing. So it's like, do your homework, do your background. If you looking at people comments and they got a whole bunch of negative, why am I going to you to do business? If you ain't got no contracts, how you doing credit repair? You ain't signed no contract. I get a lot of y'all be so quick to get your credit fixed. Yo, I got 1,500, I got this, I got that, and you so quick to give up money, you ain't signed no paperwork. And this is why you can't hold nobody accountable for nothing, because there ain't no contractual agreement involved. You just gave money. And then they run off with your bread, they block you, you can't hear from them. You scammed yourself in that situation. Ain't nobody. I'm not giving up no social security number, no address, no phone
Yoda.
number.
You see,
Yoda. Just real quick. Yoda, remember, the education that we have now, it's years of doing this. And the things that we've seen and what we know happens, this comes to experience. And we're talking about somebody now. Let's talk about the average person, right? The average person right now, they're living paycheck to paycheck, right? The average person right now, their focus right now is just getting money in. And they know that they can't do nothing because their credit is bad. So yes, it's blind trust. And I agree with you. It's blind trust. People need to do their due diligence. But at the same time, they believe that this person can really solve their problem. Sometimes it's not the problem. It's not the person themselves. These people are good marketers. They're great marketers. And people will believe that, this person is truly here to help me, but then they're not. So I don't want it to seem like it's a blame game where the consumer is concerned. You are responsible as a consumer to do your due diligence. You should go look up Daraine Delevante's page. You should go look at my testimonials. You should go on my social media. Go see if I got a YouTube, right? Like my free content is people's paid content.
So, bro, the truth, y'all. Like, and this ain't me just because I know him. Like, I only get on, like, he asked me to get on his live. This is something I got on. Like, I only deal with people I learn from, bro. I done posted shit. He done learned from me. We been in rooms before. Like, so when I tell y'all, like, I don't care what nobody say, I'm saying this. He's a good guy, man. And he want to help y'all. He got a YouTube. He got, like, if you got multiple social media pages and you telling people what to do, like, we basically telling you what to do. All you got to do is implement. That is
execute.
It. Like, if first of all, right now, this is just a freebie. It's 5 factors to a credit report. That's it. That's all you need to understand. Personal information, accounts, public records, inquiries, and the creditor section. That's it. Creditor section, you're really not going to be tampering with, because this is just people you done business with over the years who let pull over your credit. That's going to be there. That's not the problem. Everybody wants to dispute, send a letter off first. You didn't update no personal information section at all. You didn't go to the secondaries and look at the secondaries and see who got your information and did you opt out, did you free, whatever. You ain't doing that. We just sending letters. They not certified mail. Then you talking about we ain't getting nothing back. You're missing steps. You're skipping. Then you listening to somebody telling you, yeah, you ain't got to send no letter. You don't got to send letters. Listen, I don't care.
Yo, that part. Hold up. You're talking some shit now. So,
like, don't send a letter. First of all, let me say this.
How you gonna dispute? How you gonna dispute?
How you gonna dispute if you don't send a letter? Then they tell y'all, go through Experian and dispute. Go through Credit Karma dispute. Let me say this. They might tell you on the phone, yeah, go online and dispute, but guess what? You have no rights now. Because how do you prove this letter? And if you can't print the letter out, if you don't have a copy, when you go to a court, I'm gonna sue. All right. You know, when you say you're going to sue, you got to stand on that. You can't just tell somebody you're going to sue them. They can counter-suit you for that. You're threatening.
But let's go back to that important part, Yoda, because I don't want us to go over that important part.
Dispute online, y'all. Okay, nobody tell y'all.
Like you'll hear a lot of people say, "Oh, don't ever send out another dispute letter." Like, I want you to think about it. When you go to Experian, when you go to TransUnion, when you go to Equifax, and you dispute directly with them, once you hit send, you have no control over ever getting any proof that you sent that dispute. None. Round 3.
You gotta listen to bro. Like, he not telling y'all. If I'm telling you this, bro telling you this, how many more? I'm gonna be honest too. A lot of your favorite gurus that only talk credit, they don't know shit about consumer law. And I'm gonna say this because nobody's saying it. I've been waiting for the right time to say this. If you notice, people who only talking consumer law, they ain't talking no credit, no going to the bank, get funded. You notice they can't build a credit report. They be the ones coming to us, yo, can you help me build my credit? But you know, because they read so much law, they don't want to throw shit on their credit because legally ain't shit supposed to be on here unless I gave permissible purpose for it to be furnished on there, 15 U.S.C. 1681B. That's what I mean by knowing this law shit. It ain't about reading a book. Oh, I know this law because Daraine said no. If Daraine not around, I'm not around, and you ain't got no access to no information. If you got to go to court, can you stand up in court on your own? The reason why you get an attorney because you can't speak up for you don't know who you are. So you need somebody to speak on your behalf. That's why in court they tell you, hush your mouth, let the attorney speak on your behalf. You signed your rights away when you signed that contractual agreement for the attorney to be your spokesperson. That's what I mean by understanding the law. This shit is law and contracts. You gotta read Black Law Dictionary. You must read the FCRA. You must read the FDCPA, Truth in Lending, Equal Credit Opportunity. You gotta read this stuff, and it ain't about being. I got clients. I'm not a specialist though, bro. I'm not you, but you don't know who you are. I'm trying to give you the keys so you don't. I'm giving you information that these motherfuckers gonna make you pay thousands of dollars for. This ain't my information. This shit been here before me. I'm a 93 baby. This shit gonna be here before me and it's after me.
It was here before I came to this country. That is a fact.
Right. You know, and then even with that, that's a different. You know, man, Daraine, bro. See,
get me fucking started, because you know if I go down this rabbit hole, it's gonna be another 2 hours here of just spitting motherfucking game. So
I'm gonna be honest. This law shit is a beautiful thing,
bro.
And when I first started reading this stuff, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't start reading like focused reading. I'm reading now. I won't say until I got in the credit report.
But think of how powerful you became, bro. Think about how powerful you became when you were. All right. Think about 2 things for me. Before you knew what you knew now, and the type of confidence you have now that you know this stuff.
2 years to let inquiries fall off before I knew all this. I was waiting the statute of limitations, and then you realize, hold on, you only gotta wait the statute of limitations because you don't have the information on how to get off. The average person that tell you don't get credit is a person who messed their credit up and they don't know how to fix it.
So James Grandison says, knowing the process is everything. The information is facts. Like, how many people you hear teaching about writing a goodwill letter for a late payment? Like, bruh.
You can get late payments reversed too, by the way. I want people to know this. You know, because everybody wants to get stuff deleted. And I need you to remember one thing on this credit report. One of the biggest data points they looking at for mortgages, apartments, and anything is age and history. For every account, there's age and history that approves over the time it sits on your credit report. So when you just say, I want to sweep or I want shit deleted, some of y'all don't even know what needs to be deleted or not. You getting good foundational stuff deleted. You get closed good payments deleted. You don't delete everything.
Yeah, not all accounts should be deleted. If I see any of my students having like an account that's like 10 years old and they got 1 late payment, why would you want to delete that account? Use the late payment deletion guide to get the late payment deleted.
Update it to current, baby.
Right? So we don't want to delete foundation accounts, especially accounts that have good years on it, because you are going to need that in your credit mix. You're going to need that for your average age. You are going to need those payment history. And when we talk about the factors of FICO, all right, payment history, utilization, age, new credit, mixture of credit. And we talk about the percentage 35, 30, 15, 10, 10, right? And we have that broken down. But a lot of people still don't know that those points are actually broken down into percentages as well. Because that 35% for payment history, a lot of people don't even know that that's 192.5 points. A lot of people don't know that where utilization is concerned, that is 30%, it's actually equates to 165 points. Where the average age is, and at 15%, it's 82.5 points. And where mixture of credit and new credit is concerned, those are about 55 points each because it's 10% each. So when we talk about the FICO scoring algorithm, what is this FICO algorithm? FICO is a risk score model. The purpose of FICO was to determine credit behavior, but it got weaponized. It got weaponized and it turned into redlining, it turned into segregation, it turned into trapping people because now we know the bottom half of the credit score, we can charge these people double or even triple on an item that they're paying for. Not only do we know that it's insured, not only do we know that there was a finance charge, not only are they going to make payments, but then we collect on the insurance money, then resell the account to collections. So whatever way you take it, it's a win-win. So like these are the things you have to think about. And when we talk about our communities, what are the things that you see in our communities that have bad credit? Let me tell you, you're going to see a check cash in place. You're going to see a buy here, pay here. You're going to see a pawn shop. You're going to see fast foods, and you're going to see lots of fast foods. Why? Because the system designed it in such a way that the average person is just running on a wheel. They don't have time to be at home to give their kids a home cooked meal because once they leave one job, they got to go to the next. And we misinformed them about credit. We told them to cut all their credit cards up. We told them to throw it in the garbage. We told them that credit is bad. We told them that credit should only be used for groceries, like the miseducation. But then we are going to put advertisement now in these zip codes, and we're going to show them the Cadillac. We're going to show them the Mercedes Benz. We're going to show them their favorite artists and their favorite pop star driving these luxury cars. And then guess what? Naturally, they want to live like the Joneses. Oh my God, I'm working 2 jobs. I deserve this. Yes, you deserve it. Come over to the dealership and we're going to work it out. And then now you got finessed out of a down payment. Not only that, you are driving off of a lot now with a 35% interest rate. And they know within the next year or 2, they're going to repossess it anyway. They already know that.
And on top of that, they give you a 76 month loan on it. Like,
too. Not only that,
crazy.
But I'm gonna say this too. In 2024, I need people to, I know we in this life. Most people that do credit repair, they want a lifestyle market. That's cute, that's cool. But I need you to be realistic with yourself. In today's time, this ain't 2019 no more, where you getting 2-3% APR rates on cars, mortgages, and shit like that. People was paying $200 a month on a car note, $300 on it. That shit ain't happening no more. The rates will be coming down. But I just talked to 5 different banks yesterday. And, I be educating these people that work in banks, and they've been working there longer than me. And half of them don't even know what a finance charge is. This shit is crazy, right? So, you go into a bank, and it be like, hold up, you work in an institution. You don't know that with a finance, like even the law shit, they don't know nothing.
They don't.
They don't know their reporting agencies. They don't know what you talking about neither. So it's like this. I need people to be realistic. It's 2024. You want a 2024 brand new car, whatever it is. I need you to realize the average car note right now is $500 something a month. On top of insurance, that's $300 to maybe $400. So you looking at almost $900 in a car note payment monthly. That's somebody's rent. If you are not making, they used to say 3 times, you need to be making at least 6 times the amount now. Especially if you're trying to get a mortgage. In Philadelphia alone, houses going $600,000, $800,000 right now. When houses was $300,000, $200,000. Maybe 2-3 years ago, times are changed. And one of the
y'all don't want to come to Boston, bro. You don't want to come to Boston.
Look at California right now,
bro. Look at New York,
California, $7.
Bro. $1,500 gets you a little box in New York. A little box.
Philadelphia, same shit. shit downtown. You want a nice little downtown you want to see the city? All right, you're going to be paying $1,500 for a little ass box. Like, and these places, they be tight as hell. But this what I'm saying, like, this whole thing, like, you need money and you need credit. And it's always been like, you got the debit card. Like, people want to swipe debit cards and shit. Listen, your debit card pay for the credit card. That's it. That's what it's for. So if you don't have a lot of money, everybody think that credit going to save your life. Yeah, credit can save you. It can put you in a better position. You have to have cash. You have to have some way to pay this back. Or if you're going to do something, how are you paying for this? So you want a new car? How is that new car getting paid for? And then it's like people telling y'all how they making money on this internet. A lot of us are still under a 9-to-5 mindset. There's nothing wrong with working a job, so don't take what I'm saying wrong. What I'm saying is this. If you want better, you got to change your mindset. If you want more, you got to do more.
I mean,
so if you just
it's
work
simple.
A job and you go to work every day, and then you say you want to be a millionaire or whatever you want to be, but you coming home, you don't put the work in for the 6 to 12. Runway Billionaire said this when I first, like, he used to be like, you got to do the 9 to 5 and then come home and do the 6 to 12 so you can have the 24.
Absolutely. All right, yo, look at this real quick. Someone just messaged on YouTube, right? I'm over here. Someone just messaged on YouTube. Bro, I just got 44 inquiries removed, 5 potential negative items removed, and all personal information removed on my credit. Like, just like that, bro. And we're day 1. Remember, no, we're day 1 of the challenge. That's day 1. We're not even day 2, 3, 4, and 5 yet. So the thing is, ladies and gentlemen, you're getting information that works. And if you are working with someone and this person is so-called gatekeeping, if you're asking questions and they're not giving you answers, like, okay, what dispute letter did you send out for me? What, like, if your person is not about educating you on the process and what's going on, I'm not here to shut down nobody's business model, but I think you want to find somebody else. If I'm working with you, my goal is to educate you because I want you to be a better consumer. I want you to have better financial habits. I want you to have a better life. So if I don't want that for you as my client, I should not be working with you at all.
Hey, Daraine, I got one thing to say that I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah, I'm about to go too. I gotta go prepare for the 6 o'clock class.
That's why I can't.
Any clients like comment challenge in the chat. If y'all like new to the credit world, I highly suggest that you do the challenge with Daraine. I'm gonna tell you guys why. If you get these you go to these mom and pop amateur credit specialist people, and they do these FTC reports and these identity theft reports and all that stuff to get things taken off your credit, right? And they're not able to successfully do it. TransUnion, Equifax, Experian are keeping record of all of that, okay? So if you go to the next person, for example, you've already submitted those reports, FTC, identity theft, all of that, to get this quick removal, right? Then you come to a person like Daraine and he's doing that consumer law. You're contradicting these disputes. Now, these lawyers coming after you and you in trouble and you don't know what to do because you done went to some amateur to get your credit fixed and now you contradicting these disputes. So be careful, guys. Just FYI, be careful what y'all doing and how y'all doing it.
Also, real quick, I'm gonna add this and I'm off of this joint. So, people be like, well, how do you know somebody's doing the FTC? Real quick, they're going to be mad at me for this, but I walk in truth, man. I walk in truth. I can't lie because my name is my name, and that's all I got. And that's why I tell the truth. So listen, how you know somebody's doing the FTC is this. When the next time you check your credit monitoring, before you went to them, take a picture of what your credit monitoring look like. And at the top, it should be a blank. Before it says your first name, and that little section right there, it'll say fraud alert, identity theft, or it'll say something. First of all, identity theft is this. Somebody ran your credit card. Somebody put a car in your name, house in your name, apartment in your name. Somebody spent money with your name on there. That's identity theft. If you had any of those categories, then you should have went to the police station, got a police report the proper way, not an FTC report. So then when they do the FTC, it's going to forcefully put a fraud alert, identity theft check on your credit monitoring. I don't care what credit monitor you got. It's going to say it at the top. So my thing is to you as a consumer, did you agree to that being done? And this is what I mean by, are you getting called monthly or weekly or ever how many times they said they was going to call you? Are they updating you on things? Are they educating you on things? Or they just, you paid them, they sending shit, you don't know what's going on, you ain't getting, and then, you know what I mean? So when you got a fraud alert on there,
Yoda, you're bringing up some really good points, you know. I know we need to get off here because I got a challenge coming up in 59 minutes. But you keep bringing up some really, really good points. A lot of times when a lot of people are repairing their credit, especially to group number one, the people that don't want to do it themselves, they want somebody else to do it. They are not paying attention and asking questions to whoever is repairing their credit. Ladies and gentlemen, it's your right and responsibility to know what's going on with your profile. You gave people your information. You gave them your social. You gave them all your stuff. You need to be aware. Awareness. You need to be aware of what's happening. And if the person that's repairing your credit refuses to give you updates, that is not the person you want to work with.
Right. Yeah, Daraine, they digging themselves in bigger holes when they doing that. And then when you finally, the light comes on and you finally like getting a pickle where you need things removed and you like, man, I don't care what I send in, nothing comes off. It's because you have sent in contradicting disputes. So now you're blacklisted.
So wait.
They send you to a different department, literally. People don't know this. They send you to their file is in a different department where it doesn't matter what you send in. Nothing's coming off because you've contradicted yourself with what you sent in.
So
listen, now you want to sue, right? Be careful with these lawsuits. Now you want to sue and you go to court and their attorney showing the judge like, look, this client said it was identity theft 1 month and now they're saying, oh, consumer law, this, that, and the third. This is why I need to get it off. They're contradicting themselves. Which one is it? Now you need to put yourself in a pickle.
You got to stand on business. If you got to pick a side and you got to stick to a side. If
So
it's
I'm
really
just telling y'all, be careful.
Right.
Quick question real quick, right? For somebody that already been sent a letter, let's say with somebody else, right? They stop with that person, and then they still in the same hole. How would you tell that person to go about it when sending new letters?
Excellent question. That is an excellent question. The first thing you want to do is let that dispute cycle run out. A dispute cycle goes anywhere from 30 to 45 days. The law gives it 30 days. Now, if multiple disputes regarding the same account within that 30-day period, the consumer reporting agency can treat that as additional information. And what they will do now is they can wait another 2 weeks, 15 days to be exact, to respond to you. So that's what brings it up to 45 days. In a case like that, where you use a credit repair agent or somebody else to repair your credit, and then you decide to stop, you need to let the 30-day cycle run off. And the reason why you want to do it is because you want to reset your dispute. So now we're going to talk about, okay, what strategies are we going to use now that I'm going to be repairing my own credit? What strategies I'm going to be using? And this is where you being able to map out what needs to happen. This is why it's important that you guys get a coach. And I'm not saying it just because I want you in my program. I'm saying that if you want to be successful, you need to learn from somebody that's been down the road you're going, so that they can teach you the correct steps. That's all it is, the correct steps. So once you reset the dispute cycle, then now you go in with a fresh round one letter. But guess what you have now? You have a strategy. Before, there was no strategy. Now you know what your round one letter is supposed to look like. You know what your round one letter is asking for. So if they don't give you that with their response, you know what the round two letter should be. Because the maximum amount of rounds I am teaching my students now is 3 rounds. 3 rounds, and that's it. After 3 rounds, we're either going to do a settlement letter or we're going to arbitration or small claims. Because first, I'm going to identify the inaccuracies. I'm going to let you know, hey, this information is inaccurate and it needs to be deleted. Number 2, I'm going to give you an opportunity to cure. So if you came back to me and you talk about this thing was valid, Then now I'm going to use a 15 USC 1681 I6B3 letter, where now I'm going to demand the procedure and the description of the method used in verifying or validating the account. When I send that round to 15 USC 1681 I7, gives them 15 days to respond after the date of receipt, meaning they must respond within 15 days. And if they don't respond, then now I'm going to use an IA1A or an I5 in my complaint and my dispute, and I'm going to take all of that, package it, and I'm going to small claims court with it. So it's not what you know, it's what you can prove. Just prove your story. You're telling a story about your credit. At no point are we saying this account does not belong to me. Nope, that's not what we're saying. At no point are we saying this is not mine. That is not what we're saying. They need to be able to report accurate information. 15 USC 1681 EB. We are questioning the right and the procedure that they use to verify that the information they are furnishing is accurate. And if they cannot by law, if they cannot prove that the information is accurate, 15 USC 1681 I5 and 15 USC 1681 A1A both says that the information must be deleted. There is no second guessing to that. So it's knowing how to position the laws for your benefit. What you got, Yoda?
I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off, but I want to say I appreciate you, bro, for just inviting me to your platform, bro. And I'm proud of you. I love what you're doing.
Appreciate it.
Regardless of what people say, because there'd be a lot of hate. You know what I'm saying?
Come on, bro. We bigger than that shit, bro.
I'm rocking with him, and that's what it is. It's my guy, and I hope y'all really take heed to what he's saying, because the information he giving you, if you was to go sit with a lawyer, they would charge you by the hour right now.
Big facts.
So everything that he's telling you, I'm not saying you're going to be as fluent as he is, because he's very much experienced. But if you start today, just going to the CFPB and getting a free copy of the FCRA and just start reading.
Absolutely.
Just going over this stuff like 30 minutes a day, or try to read 30 pages a day. Just try to start studying this information. When with the stuff that he's saying on live, it's going to be way fluent. It's going to be fluent to your understanding, instead of you sitting here and like, damn, what is he saying? It sounds good, but I don't understand. Another thing I'm gonna say is too, there's one law that says everything must be accurate. 15 USC 1681 E. It don't matter what it is, your names, your date of birth, your addresses, these accounts, everything, how it's furnished, how it's spelled. If it is wrong, remember, 15 USC 1681 says that the banking system is dependent on accurate reporting.
All right. So you see how Yoda was able to go to 15 USC 1681 E. So there's 1681 A, but when you go to 1681 EB, which is the same title he just went to, but I'm going to B. B says this: a consumer reporting agency must have procedures in place to ensure that consumer reports that are furnished maintains maximum possible accuracy. There is no going around accurate information. The law, they are obligated and they are mandated to provide accurate information. I'll see you later, bro. So the point that I'm going and that I'm getting at is, ladies and gentlemen, when you know these laws, they cannot fool you. What you got, bro?
Oh, no, I don't have anything no more.
All right, so I'm about to leave now, guys. I got to go get ready. I have a special class at 6. For those of you that want to join that class, it's in 51 minutes. I recommend you getting the brain picker ticket. Comment the word challenge. If you are on Instagram, comment the word challenge. Comment the word challenge. Get the brain picker ticket. We will be starting at 6 p.m. today, because I'm going to be teaching how do you get paid for bad credit. I'm going to be going over that at 6, and then at 7 we go into live Q&A, brain picker session, and at 8 p.m. we will start the day 2 challenge, and we're going to get into it. So if you're on YouTube, I'm going to drop the link right now. If you're on Instagram, just comment the word challenge, guys. If you're on Instagram, comment the word challenge. If you are on Instagram, comment the word challenge. If you're on YouTube, Facebook, or Twitch, I just dropped the link. You guys can sign up for the challenge. There's different ticket prices. Africa, just comment the word challenge and you can take a look at the different prices. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm about to go get ready. I gotta get out of here. See y'all later. Comment the word challenge. Dwayne, I didn't get anything. So, Dwayne, DM me the word challenge. So just go to Instagram and send me a DM. DM me the word challenge. DM me the word challenge. Check your request folder or check your spam folder. Check your request folder or check your spam folder. If you did not get it, check your spam or your, and if you didn't get it, just send me a DM. Send me a DM about the word challenge and I'll be able to get that over to you. So everyone have an amazing evening. I'm going to go get ready for day 2 of our